Hello everyone, it's Ellen here, and today I want to show you how I made this Father's Day card with the Brige stamps and dies. This card is for her blog as well as my blog, but on my blog will show a little bit later. But I'm going to tell you how I made this pop-up card box with the specific stamps from Brige. So I hope you will enjoy it, and you will listen to my little tutorial. Because the weather is finally all fine and it's super warm, I would say grab yourself a cocktail and listen to what I have to say. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to stress ink a background, and I'm using festive berries and abundant coral for my distress inks. And as you can see, I just used the festive berries first and inked just on few things, and afterwards I went over it with abundant coral. After that, I'm sprinkling just a little bit of water on top of it, and I have like a glittery red ink, and that I am putting also on top of it, just sprinkling, nothing too specific. Then I'm using my heat gun to warm it a little bit up, and then I dab it over again with some paper. Then I die cut this beautiful bedankt word, and that means it's the Dutch word for thank you or thanks. And I'm die cut it in some foam, and I'm also die cut it in just the paper that I just blended with the distress inks. Then I'm using my glossy accents to glue it all down, and as you can see, it's gonna be there. And I'm just using it as a guide. First of all, I'm not gluing it down on the square, but I'm just using it as a guideline where to put the rest of my sentence. The rest of the sentence is met heel mijn hart, and that means with all my heart, or vanuit het diepste van mijn hart eigenlijk. And that means from the bottom of my heart. Then I'm using the papa stamp, and jij bent de beste. That means Father, you are the best. And I'm first using some Versamark ink, so I can use white embossing powder on top of the papa. And I just bought myself a new embossing powder little, not a box, I want to say a box, but just a little tube of embossing powder, I will say. It's not really a tube, but anyway, you know what I mean. And yeah, I really didn't like how it turned out. It looked like it was a little more thicker, the little, yeah, you know, the white thing that's coming out of it. I thought it was a little bit thicker because it didn't stamp so great, and I thought it was a little bit sad, but yeah. Still, it's a handmade card, so I don't mind too much if you see a little bit of like imperfections. And I stamped Papa, jij bent de beste, and I also stamped Papa, I cannot live without you, or something like that, or Papa, wat zou ik zonder jou? So that means Father, you are the best, and Father, I cannot live without you, but what would I do without you? That's more correct. And I'm using some dies from L'Enfant here just to make the card box. And I first make the outside of the box. But because if you die cut it in your die cutting machine and you're using a little bit older plastic sheets where you die cut it on top of it, then you will always see little marks of that. Yeah, because the plastic is a little bit worn. You will see little marks of all the dies you ever used and cutting through it. So that's why I decided to die cut it again and cut with my scissors so I can fit the outside also in the inside. And I also used just some leftover blue paper for my blue background, and I stamped up jij bent de coolste, and that, or the jij bent de stoerste. That means you are the coolest. And like the others, I'm just die cutted it and yeah, layered it on top with some glue. And then it's actually almost done. It's really an easy card. So here you're going to see me making the folds. And I would have to say, when you see the video, it doesn't look so sturdy, the paper, but it really is very sturdy. It is like a nice fitting box. Voila! Ta-da! The box. So one is just the top, and the rest of it are flat. And I'm using just 3 inside pieces to make it a little bit dimensional. So first I'm layering some grass on top of it, and I just put some stripes for the grass to color of mimic grass on top of the grass die cut. And I'm doing that twice. Voila. And the third one I just leave like it is, because then I thought maybe it's a little bit too much of grass. At the end maybe it was better to still use grass, but I don't mind so much. I think it's still beautiful. So at the third one I used some flowers. And in the middle I leave it open because there is gonna be a little animal with a heart. Then I'm using an apple and I'm going to put some 3D foams on top of it. Now it looks very like, oh, what she's going to do, but I'm putting it behind the grass so it's really 3-dimensional. And then I'm putting the little heart on the pop top. And I'm also going to put that little stinker on top of it with 3D foam. And that's it, almost. And then of course I finish it up with these beautiful sentiments of Brige. And I think that is what gives the box such a cute ending, because it really makes, I hope my father will really love it. I always forget to make a Father's Day card, so I think he really is going to love this little effort of me to make a special card, because yes, this year I forgot it again, and it was already 2 weeks ago or a week ago for was in Belgium. So this is the end result. I hope you enjoy it. I really love the sentiments on this. Just make the card really pops and makes it so nice to have more personal sentiments for my father. So I hope you will enjoy it. You enjoyed it, and yeah. At the end of this video, there are 2 other videos that I link up, made with Brige stamps and items. So if you are interested in more videos with her products, yeah, just click on the videos and you will go to there immediately. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Bye bye.